compensating for others who are weaker than the stronger national organization, and try to bring our beloved organization shine again. We are a 100-year-old organization. Not many youth organizations can be 100 years old. We are a strong brand. There is no reason why we should fall behind compared to other organizations. So that is the true meaning of accelerating transformation to me. Is to change the organization inside out, is to work more efficiently, is to recruit more members, therefore inspire more leaders. And of course, a little bit of announcement as well, because a few weeks ago, in the X12, we just officially announced the new tagline in the X1. So we're going to board of directors on this. But the reason we do that is because we need a strong identity of our organization. And I'm sharing it with you, the national board firsthand, is that why are we changing this? Because to be honest, when people ask us, non-members, non-JCI members, ask us what is active citizenship, it will take us more than 10 minutes, or even 30 minutes, or even 1 hour to explain to them what active citizens is, right? At the end of the day, by the end of the explanation, we found out the member joined Rotary or Lions Club, because it's easier to understand. So this year, what we did in JCI is, we go back and think, in 100 years of JCI, what have we done? What have we produced? What are the concrete products of JCI? We realize that we have not saved World War I. We have not stopped World War II. We have not stopped the Great Depression and many other economic crises coming after that. We have not stopped the terrorists. We have not really, but what have we done? We have created hundreds, thousands, or even more of leaders. People in your own local community. In India, people such as our beloved KV, Shine, Mr. President, even National President Arpit, this and a lot of other leaders that JCI have created. This is the concrete product of JCI. And of course yourself. Among the 22,000 members of JCI India, you are the selected 30, 40 people to lead this organization. And one day you will be leaders. So by that said, we changed and we did a survey, and the agreed upon new tagline is developing leaders for a changing world. Because when we tell non-members, when your friends, your neighbors, your father, your mother, your sister, your brother ask you what JCI is, when we tell them that we develop leaders, in that short 30 seconds, you explain to them what JCI is. So that's why we did it, and I hope by using this, we shall recruit more members. Because only when we become members, we start to understand what active citizens is, what we are, right? And let me tell you one thing as well about recruitment. All of us here in the room, how many of us joined JCI because we saw JCI in the newspaper? Right? How many of us joined JCI because we saw JCI on TV or in projects? How many of us joined JCI because our father, our mother, our sister, our brother, our friend, our best friends, our mentors, our office colleague forced us or arm twisted us to join the organization? How many? Almost everyone, right? So by saying this means recruitment cannot happen automatically, right? It has to be an effort. It has to be a special effort for all of us members in the world, not only India, to go out and convince our friends, our neighbors to do the same thing. And all of us, I believe, we love this organization. We thank this organization for what this organization has given us. And now it's time for us to give back to the rest of the 7 billion people in this world who are not yet JCI members. right? And how can we do that if we don't go out and tell them about us? We are the best kept secret in the world. Let me tell you that. But let the secret be a little bigger. Okay? A little bigger than just 200,000 members around the world. So I hope with that said, this year is the year when we continue to inspire more leaders and inspire change. Only by having members, develop them into leaders for this ever-changing world can we create a true impact. Only when we have leaders in government, only when we have leaders in business, only when we have leaders in civil society can the change be truly sustainable. If we try to change, but the government don't, or the businesses don't, all we are is just some people barking outside the fence of the presidency office, change, 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 but that's all, right? We are not that. We are a group of leaders coming out to create sustainable change, making the connections to government, making the connections to businesses in order for that change to be sustainable. We are not here to waste our time, right? So we need to create more leaders. Perhaps maybe one day the country's president of India is from JCI. We all pray for that to happen, right? Only when the biggest businessman in India is from JCs, when then the business can become sustainable, creating impact for community, people who need them. So I hope that with that said, we continue to grow. On a lighter note, thank you, National President, for inviting me for the first time ever. No, actually not the first time, it's not fair, because Shai should be the first president who have attended the National Board meeting of India. So I'm actually the second, right, Mr. President? So I'm the second president to have ever attended the National Board meeting. And I want to share a light joke. As a VP 2014, I was assigned to Philippines. And the same thing happened. I was the first president to sit down in their national board meeting. And their national board meeting in Philippines looks no different than this room. Really, it doesn't, because their national board consists of 35 people as well. So, which is about the same number I'm seeing here. But the national president at that time was very kind to me. So she asked me, she said, Mr. President, I think we should put the gift exchange and the speeches up front, so that you can say and then you can go back to rest. And I said, no, it's okay. I looked at the schedule, and the schedule said the meeting is only for 4 hours. I said, okay, it's fine. I can wait 4 hours. I want to know what goes on as well. And then the National Executive Director asked me again, are you sure, Mr. President? I think it's better if we move your session up front so you can rest. I did not believe her again. So the meeting finally starts at 11. And of course, the national language is Tagalog in the Philippines, so they started speaking Tagalog and everything. And I sat down in the meeting from 11 o'clock to 2 a.m. in the morning. It became a 15-hour national board meeting. And at the end of the day, I understood Tagalog. So, and just how, but I was very happy as well when your national president honestly told me that your national board meeting is 2 days. So I'm prepared well ahead. But anyway, I love the energy in the room. The national board is the key to the organization growth. But it all takes not only the effort from the national president or the IPP or from the senior. It's not only the national board, but your local president, the true hero of the organization. We hope that this year, 2019, you, the National Governing Board of India, can agree with my version of accelerating transformation. not the version we saw up on PowerPoint where it's just words. But it's real action, going down to the field, push recruitment, because that is the only way change can be sustainable. So continue to inspire the world, inspire India. Thank you very much.